Hi guys, it's me again, Joel, back with another model. Yay! Okay, this is my latest at the filming of this sequence. This is my latest model. As you can easily see, it is my WNS number 4. Unlike Percy's model's actually 100% done. This is my first OC. Not much to say, really. So let's get started with the head cannon.
Starting out as London, Brighton and South Coast Railway number 60 Ewell of 1875, the engine was withdrawn and sold to the WNS in 1902. The WNS were in dire need of new motive power, with number 1 being worn out and number 2 being broken up for spares. Unlike its colleagues, number 4 was never named, although from the 1910s onwards it would sometimes be nicknamed Crosby. The locomotive wore that name in some stages of its preservation. With the formation of the Northwestern, number 4 will get 100 added to its number, like all the other pre-Northwestern stock, making it number 104. Crosby mostly worked passenger trains up and down the Brendan branch, until it was preserved with the privatisation of British Railways. As of today, number 4 is still allocated to Ellsworth, running heritage trains every now and then. It is currently sporting its original WNS blue livery, along with a lot of brass and copper fittings, which make it the most hated engine by cleaners. Being the only operable WNS locomotive, number 1 was scrapped in 1915 and number 3 resides in the Vickerstown Museum. The engine has a strong fan following by the locals. The Terrier started out as Hornby R30122, which is basically Warren during the BR era when she was in departmental use. My original intention was to use the chassis for Stumpy Thomas, but when I started to dislike the look of that, I pivoted to the idea of WNS number 4. I quickly set to work, priming the thing, and then brush painting it in schminke turquoise. Believe it or not, the paint is actually a lot less blue, but more a bit of a teal in real life. I then proceeded to paint the other metal parts, like a copper chimney cap and the silver buffers. I also went completely nuts and lined the entire frames. Now that's how number 4 stayed for a few months, as I didn't really know what I'd liked for the lining. I've also never been a fan of the paint finish I produced on this one, so when I was finally gifted an airbrush for Christmas last year, I sanded, reprimed and repainted the body. Also around that time, George Williamson uploaded his Painting Van Gogh video, which inspired me to use the same lining style. So if you want to know how I did that, the video link is in the description. Please check out his channel, it's great! The lettering is 3mm gold lettering from Fox Transfers. All I can tell you about the lining process though, is that it was a pain, which is why it took me a month or so to completely finish it. After that, all the other metal parts were painted. As my final action, I wanted to varnish the thing. My original plan was to airbrush on a matte coat to seal on the transfers, and then use a satin spray to give it a nice finish. But when I put on the matte varnish, it dried satin? I was more confused than anything, since the bottle usually does provide a matte finish. But hey, I'll take it, less work for me. I then posted it to Twitter, where everyone and their grandma loved it, and the deal was done. Until I dropped it. I swear I'll stop dropping my models. Anyways, lucky for me, the Terrier landed on its wheels, only breaking off one buffer. I managed to super glue that one buffer back in place, but I think I'll keep the frosting around it as a reminder not to drop my models. Outros. Yeah. Yes. Like all of my models, I am incredibly proud of this one. I've been glad to learn new things with this one, especially in terms of lining and waterslide transfers and how they work. It's also been a great practice for airbrushing. Guys, be smart, get an airbrush. So thanks for watching. Subscribe and like if you want to. I'm not forcing you. It's okay if you don't. Bye bye.